Another timeout by Creekview. With 8:35 left in this fourth, Creekview only has one timeout left.
Yeah, they had to use that other one because they weren't sure if
where the punter was.
They didn't have a punter on the field when they were getting ready to punt, so they had to use it so they didn't get a delay of game penalty.
Which is understandable, but I mean, still could hurt them in the long run. I mean, the Chiefs' offense is still trying to get its groove going, and it doesn't have much time to do so, but still, I mean, a score could easily turn this game around.
And Sequoyah has used one of their timeouts, so they still have a couple left, but Grizzlies down to their last one with 8.5 minutes left to go. They are still on top, 3-0. Just that lone field goal from Creekview has been the only scoring in this matchup. And Max, you mentioned how there's a three-way tie right now in the region between Creekview, Sequoyah, and River Ridge. And Creekview last week lost to River Ridge.
So, I mean, that puts Sequoyah on top, I believe, right now.
2 weeks ago, Sequoyah beat River Ridge.
Yeah.
So if they can put some points on the board here and beat Creekview, that would certainly make a statement. What most people would consider their two biggest rivals in the region. So if they could beat both of them, that would make a statement, and they'd move ahead in the region rankings.
Yeah, they would get their sole second position.
They would move to 3-0 or 3-1 in the region.
Yeah. Big third down here.
As Guest gets that one, he looks toward his left for a receiver, and he throws that one, and it's not there for anybody. Hancock dives in an attempt to intercept it, but it wasn't even close to him. So big overthrow by the sophomore quarterback will give the ball or turn the ball back over to Sequoyah.
Yeah, he just hasn't been able to connect with any of his teammates tonight. That was intended for Lee Brock, but senior Camden Luss was kind of open on that crossing route across the middle of the field. It was more than good enough for a first down. Yes, just missed him right there. And that forces the punt.
Hancock back to receive as usual for Sequoyah.
Another opportunity for Sequoyah after this.
Still a good amount of time left to go in the fourth quarter. Creekview wasn't able to do much, and Ty Moores blocks that punt. Big block punt from Ty Moores there.
MVP of the game thus far. Blocking Huber up the middle. And sensational pass rusher. Ty Moores blocks the punt, gives the Chiefs their best field position of the night.
Max, that could be the defensive, offensive spark Sequoyah needs to get into this game. That was huge.
And they're already in Daniel Cruz's field goal range, just from that block punt.
That's a good point.
Maybe a couple more yards.
Yeah, right? if they can get a touchdown at the very least, yeah, get it close for Daniel Cruz. He's been showing off his leg strength with all the punts tonight. Give him a chance at a field goal, tie this one up, make it a game.
That has to give the offense some motivation. Let's see it.
And Martin's under center. He hands that one off to Chimanda. Chimanda tries that right side, and he's brought down by Raymond Simpson.
Gain of 5 on that run.
Good. So that fires up the Sequoyah crowd. They're all of a sudden in it, as Sequoyah's closer than they've been all game to bringing it all the way to the house.
Good running all game by Chimanda. Seen a lot of runs to him tonight. Not much for Tyler Bell. A decent amount for Hancock. Interesting spread of the ball for these running backs.
7:52 left to go. 2nd and 5 for Sequoyah. Chimanda behind as a running option. No receivers for Martin. He's under center. And he does hand that one off to Chimanda, who tries that right side. Gets up the middle a little bit. And he breaks the tackle before he's brought down.
The first down, Sequoyah.
First down, Sequoyah. So big play from Chimanda. 2 nice running plays in a row.
Into the red zone. The atmosphere is getting a little bit more excitement. A little bit more excited, pardon me.
We're starting to hear the cowbells and some more cheers from these fans as they're all of a sudden in it.
That's right.
But now 7-16, and now the Creekview student section's firing back. 1st and 10 for Sequoyah. Martin under center. No receiving options. He hands it off to Chimanda once more. And this time he's brought down before he can get anywhere too far.
Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. I would say they're well into Cruz's field goal range here. So now they're just looking to get closer and try to get close to that end zone.
Yeah, at the very least, they can tie it, which is good, but you know how much they'd love to get on top right here.
I mean, we talked about it earlier. These coaches have been playing for 14 years against each other. They aren't going to call plays that are going to be conservative. They have a rivalry. They want to win this ball game.
Yeah, the 15th all-time meeting between these teams. Sequoyah hasn't won in 5 years. Martin rolls out to his left and then has to scramble to his right. He runs up that right side, and he finds a gap. Touchdown, Chiefs!
Insane blocking on that scramble.
What a run by Kobe Martin.
I just want to point out, I wish we had instant replay. MVP, that was an insane run by Kobe Martin, by the way. But MVP of the game is Ty Moores. That block right there was insane. He pancaked the guy, had nowhere to go, no holding, no flag, insane skill, fundamental skill by Ty Moores. There is a hurt Chief down on the field. Some trainers at the player. We cannot identify him right now.
And that was just a fantastic job by Kobe Martin. It looked like, I mean, he originally rolled out to his left, so it looks like he was going to try a receiver there. Then he was pressured by some Creekview Grizzlies, so then he ran out to his right, just found a couple gaps, and was able to dive ahead for the touchdown. So huge play from Sequoyah. The first score in this half, and it puts Sequoyah up 6-3 pending the extra point.
That is center Dimitri Morris down and having him be helped off the field. Their starting center. Hopefully he is okay. Not a good sign for the Chiefs. He's a great center. Great teammate that the Chiefs are very fortunate to have. Hopefully he is A-okay.
6:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Max, still plenty of time. Creekview can work quickly if they want to. So while Sequoyah has put a touchdown on the board, they're not out of the woods yet, as Daniel Cruz puts that one easily through the uprights. So your first score in a while, score update, Sequoyah 7, Creekview 3. And Max, I mean, can we just talk about how big that Ty Moore's blocked punt was?
I mean, Ty Moore's, that whole section of time right there, the block punt, the blocking up front. I mean, Ty Moores is showing and proving how big of a player he is overall for this Chiefs team on defense, special teams, and blocking on offense. I mean, a total three-way player. Him and Hancock are dangerous, and Ty Moores has proven tonight why he is a huge star. So the Grizzlies will get another chance on offense. Forced a punt on the last drive. We know where that led. Chiefs are up now 7-3. They do have 6:22 left in this fourth.
Yeah, Max, as I said, Sequoyah actually worked pretty quickly. They got that touchdown in just a couple minutes. So Creekview's still got some time to work with here. And Max, I mean, you can tell how bad these Sequoyah students want it. Sequoyah hasn't won since 2017.
I mean, you can tell how bad the players want it.
Oh, absolutely. And that really silenced the Creekview student section, which I gotta say has been pretty loud and pretty good all night. But Sequoyah fans, Sequoyah students back in the game.
So we'll see Austin Guest and Hubert and the Grizzlies come out again. The passing game has not been their forte this game. The secondary coverage has been really, honestly, the star of the show for the passing game for Creekview. And Ty Moores, of course, I don't think we need to say anything more about him. He's probably going to make even more big plays, so we'll have to talk about him.
He's on the field right now, so keep your eye on him, Max. 1st and 10 for Creekview. Guest set up in the pocket. He hands that one off to Hubert. Hubert finds that left side, rumbles ahead for a few yards.
Good tackle by Cameron Walker there.
As well as Taiwo Ogundale. Chipping in on the tackle there. So 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Score is Sequoyah 7, Grizzlies 3. First score update we've had since the first half.
Yeah, and the clock is now going past just under 6 minutes. So
2nd and 4 for Creekview. Guest is set up in the pocket. He's got two receivers to his left, none to his right. And he hands that one off to Hubert, who is brought down before he can go anywhere.
And these rushes are not doing as much as they were in that third quarter and first half. The Chiefs have kind of figured something out here. A big third down for Creekview. They don't want to give the ball right back to the Sequoyah offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 for Creekview, and this would be a huge stop for Sequoyah if they can do it. With 5:05 left to go in the game. Sequoyah 7, Creekview 3. 3rd and 4 for Creekview. Guest has 3 receivers to his left, but he keeps it instead. He runs up the middle, and he's tackled, but I believe they're going to give him the first down.
They will.
It looks like he got just 1 yard past it. So a first down for Creekview. Gets them knocking on the door of the Sequoyah side of the field as the Creekview student section trying to cheer on their team, trying to get them back in it.
And Creekview 3 for 6 on third down conversions in this second half. So 50% still have not gotten into the Sequoyah side of the field very far this second half.
4:25 left to go. Guest hands that one off to Hubert, and Hubert's brought down by Max.
I mean, who else are we going to call on that D-line? We have some stars, but Ty Moores is shining the brightest tonight. I mean, what other name are we going to call for running besides Isaac Hubert? Hubert and Moores, names of the night. And they're proving why.
4 minutes and counting left to go for Creekview. 2nd and 7 for them. They're just outside the Sequoyah half. Guest is set up in the pocket. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He hands that one off to Hubert once again, and Hubert is met by a couple Chiefs. Still gets a gain of yardage, though.
And I was trying to think in that first half, who does Hubert remind me of? His stature reminds me a little bit of Frank Gore, but he's much taller. But still, the way he runs the ball reminds me so much of Derrick Henry. He's very slow, he's very calculated in how he runs up the middle, and the way he still pushes after contact, pushes down defenders. Very Derrick Henry-esque type running by Hubert.
So 3rd and 2, Guest hands it off to Hubert. Hubert rumbles ahead, he will get the first down. So another first down for Creekview, moves the chains. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. It's getting down to crunch time. Sequoyah defense needs to put up a big stop if they want to hand it back to their offense to run the clock out. First and 10 for Creekview. They are now inside Sequoyah territory. 2:44 left to go. Sequoyah 7, Creekview 3. Guest gets the handoff. He hands that one off to Hubert. Hubert rumbles ahead, drags Cameron Walker on the ground. Another first down. 2:33 now left to go. Creekview's moving quickly. Sequoyah is not able to come up with an answer, but they're giving it to Hubert every time.
Yeah.
It's been the same play every single time.
And I mean, you would expect Hubert to get tired after run after run. I think he almost got every single run this game. But still, he is just firing at all cylinders.
First and 10. Once again, handoff to Hubert. Sequoyah still lets him get a gain of a few yards. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 for Creekview. They're moving quickly, and it's the same play every time. Hubert's getting the ball. Sequoyah's not able to find an option. .148 left to go. 2nd and 5. Creekview sets up. Guest is in the pocket. And I believe there's a flag on the play.
Offsides. Wow, that is an offside on Sequoyah. And that's going to be, I think that's enough for a first down. I think it was 2nd and 5. That is a huge penalty. First down, and they're at the 23 of Sequoyah with 1:40 left, down by 4.
A first down given up on penalties. 1:40 left to go in this game. After Creekview scored an early field goal in that second quarter, we went scoreless in the entire second half until Sequoyah just recently scored a touchdown. Colby Martin rushing it ahead, but now Creekview's been moving quickly, getting first down after first down with 1:20 left to go and counting. Guest gets the snap, and he's keeping it this time. He fires over to his right, and it's out of bounds. So incomplete pass once again. Cameron Walker was there as a corner, but it wasn't even close to either of them. That pass was well out of bounds. So a minute 11. The clock is stopped there, 2nd and 10.
I haven't seen much of really Joseph this game. I think Cameron Walker has kind of taken his place in the secondary. Maybe he's injured. I don't see him on the sideline. But nonetheless, Cameron Walker has taken a big job in the secondary, and he's doing a great job at it.
2nd and 10, the Sequoyah student section running down the far side, trying to cheer on their Sequoyah defense, get one last stop here, 1:11 left to go, 2nd and 10. Guest hands that one off to Hubert. Brenton Darling is there, and he tackles him out of bounds. Rowan Steele and Brenton Darling. There is still a gain of about 2 yards. 48 seconds left and counting. Sequoia's waited a long time to say they have beat Creekview. It's been about 5 years. 3rd and 8 left to go. Sequoyah on top, 7-3. Guest keeps that one, but looks like they'll call a timeout.
Timeout Sequoyah.
So clock stopped at 32 seconds.
So yeah, 32 seconds left. 3rd down and 7 from the 20.
The entire Sequoyah student section is lined up on the fence at the very bottom. Again, it's been since 2017 since Sequoyah has beat Creekview. All time they're 3-11. It would feel very good to get a win here, especially considering where we're at with the region standings.
Definitely.
That would put them in 2nd place alone. River Ridge does not have a game this week. They are playing Rome next week, so that's a big game for them as well. The 2 best teams in the region record-wise, Rome is 6-1, River Ridge is 5-2 right now.
And still the student sections are still loud. That shows how intense this rivalry is. I mean, Creekview brought, I don't know, like 200 kids at least.
Yeah, and they've all been here. No one has left.
No.
No one has left the stadium. 34 seconds left to go. Sequoyah 7, Creekview 3. 3rd and 8. Creekview sets up. Guest is in the pocket. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And he gets the snap. He hands it off to Hubert. Or no, it's a fake handoff. And up the right side is Stanley. But there is a flag on the play.
There is.
Or no, that's Hayden Reyes, excuse me. So it was a fake handoff to Hubert, and then Reyes came across that right side. But there is a flag on the play. Brady Curl down on the field trying to hype up all the fans.
So yeah, I believe that was a false start call. They kind of let the play go a little bit too.
A little bit of a late false start call, but
yeah.
Either way, Sequoiah's going to be happy with that one. 26 seconds left to go. Sequoyah still on top, 7-3.
And you can kind of tell that Coach Trevor Williams is a little bit unhappy with that late false start call.
3rd and 13 for Creekview. Guest sets up in the pocket. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's got Hubert right next to him. And he gets the snap. He rolls back. He's looking to that left, and then he looks to that right side. And it's an interception! Brenton Darling with the interception. He goes down on a knee. 18 seconds left to go. Sequoyah turnover.
Unbelievable. The Chiefs are 17 seconds away from their first win against Creekview in 4 years. Pardon me, 5 years.
Wow, what a play by Brenton Darling.
Beautifully guarded. That was Lucas Hubert on that route. You could tell from his size, just by his size, it was Lucas Hubert. Guarded by Cameron Walker. Who else in that secondary? He's taken a huge role in that secondary this game. Done a great job on his guarding. And there was no room for that pass to fit in there. Guest was trying. He was trying to connect with his receivers the whole game. But Darling was there for the pick.
17 seconds left to go. Sequoyah on top, 7-3, 1st and 10. And Colby Martin will take a knee. Let the clock wind down a little bit.
So Creekview does use their timeout.
And assuming the Chiefs can hold on to the lead here, this will be the 4th win with Colby Martin at the helm of Sequoyah. All 4 games he has started, they have won, pending the last 14 seconds of this one. And we do want to give you just the rest of the schedule for Sequoyah. Next week they have a bye week. 2 weeks they are away at Allatoona. That's another region match. And then in 3 weeks is the final home game for the season. Hopefully we will see some Chiefs playoff football. It's looking good right now. We'll see them play Woodstock, who is 0-7 right now. So 14 seconds left to go. And they'll get the snap, and Colby Martin will take a knee once more.
Unbelievable what just happened in Skip Pope.
And they will let time run out. So for the first time in 5 years, Sequoyah beats Creekview with a final score of 7-3, the lowest scoring game in the history of this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, these seniors have been here for, this is their 4th year now, obviously.
Yeah, me too. This is the first time Sequoyah has beat Creekview in the 4 years that I've been here. And again, in 5 years, we got shut out 2 years ago, lost by 24 again last year. And I mean, to beat them at home, to beat them when we're having a season that's been better than we've had in quite a few years.
Yeah.
I mean, 2018, the last time that we beat them was when we went to the region championship.
Yeah.
So if that's a sign of things to come as the students storm the field, certainly a great game.
2nd week in a row, home game.
Creekview scored their field goal in that early in that 2nd quarter. Sequoyah didn't. Neither team scored again. Sequoyah scored a touchdown in that 4th quarter. Colby Martin with a phenomenal for that, and the Sequoyah student section is going wild.
I mean, I think we can all agree the Chiefs overall had a great game on the defense. The offense finally got it going. Great to see in that 2nd half. But overall, MVP of the game has to go to Ty Morris.
Absolutely.
His play, the blocked punt, biggest play of the game. Gave the Chiefs their best field position. And that block to give Colby Martin the route for that touchdown, that won the game for him. And same play on the defensive line by everyone on the line, including Walker Beck was there, Carter Leggetti. Great defense by the Chiefs.
Yeah, player of the game, certainly Ty Morris. That block punt really gave the Chiefs the momentum they needed. Play of the game, Colby Martin.
Yeah.
That touchdown run, just
very unexpected.
Thinking on his feet like that, I mean, it's his freshman season. That's got to be easily a highlight play for him.
Easily. Freshman year. Has to be a rush of emotions this kid is feeling.
And so with that final score of 7-3, Creekview moves to 3-5 on the season, 2-2 in region play. Sequoyah moves to 4-4, so they're back up to 500, but more importantly, they're 3-1 in region play, so they're now sole second in region, just second to Rome. And that means River Ridge is 3rd place in the region, and Creekview falls to 4th place. So the tie has been broken.
And Sequoyah is sitting very, very calmly and comfortably at 2nd.
Yes, Allatoona and Woodstock are their last 2 matches. Woodstock right now is 0-7, but they've definitely gotten the harder. Not saying that they're easy matches. We don't want a final home game for the season. A bye week next week, and then away at Allatoona the week after that. So with your final score 7-3, Sequoyah beating Creekview for the first time in 5 years. This is Will Hogendijk and Max Swain saying good night and signing off.